Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for stopping by the Comp Effect podcast and this short episode of Comp Talk. I'm Todd Thams, and today we're going to talk about workers' compensation deductibles. So, what is a workers' compensation deductible? It's exactly like what it sounds. It's very similar to what most businesses see on their property or auto policy, where the business pays the first amount of claims. So, there's two types of deductibles that you can have on a workers' compensation policy. One of them's a medical only, the other one's a medical and indemnity. The difference between the two is whether or not your injured worker is maybe disabled or receiving lost wages. That's typically the difference between a medical and indemnity. Most common, if we see a deductible, we typically see it on the medical only claims, as they tend to be smaller in nature and more frequent than the larger medical and indemnity claims. So, how does this work? When you have a deductible on your workers' compensation policy, you turn all claims into the insurance company. They go ahead and they do everything that they need to do to follow the claim through to the end. And at the end of that claim, they send you a bill for the deductible. So, say, for example, you've got somebody who has something in their eye, you send them to the eye doctor, you get a bill for $150. And let's say you have you have a $500 deductible on your work comp policy. Insurance company processes the claim, they pay the eye doctor, and they're going to send you a bill for the $150 bill that they paid because that's under the $500 deductible. So why would you do this? Why would you put a deductible on your workers' compensation policy? You might do it for a couple reasons. One, you may have a frequency issue that you want to eliminate. And by having a deductible and taking care of those small claims on your own, you're going to keep those off of your NCCI experience mod or your experience mod for the state that you live in. Number two, you might be able to negotiate credits from the insurance company for having a deductible on your policy. But you really, before you jump in and say, I want a deductible on my workers' compensation policy, there's a little bit of analysis that needs to be done to find out if it really makes sense. Historically, for most people out there, we don't see a deductible making much sense for them from a cost savings or a mod factor savings. But there's an analysis that can be done. So here's what I would look at. First thing we want to do is look at your last 3 to 5 years claims experience and see if there's any claim activity. Maybe you have some, maybe you have a lot of claims. That's going to dictate whether or not a deductible makes sense. So then we're going to sort those claims out. We're going to sort them out to medical, and then we're going to look at all the claims. And then we're going to run a range of $500,000, $2,500, maybe a $5,000 or $10,000 deductible. We're going to run that through some software that we use called Mod Advisor, and it's going to run a mod impact. And so we can calculate from a mod savings what the discount would be on the policy from a mod factor decrease. So if a business had a $2,500 deductible and we applied that $2,500 deductible to all prior claims for the 3 years, what would that new mod be? And maybe it's substantial, maybe it's not. Once again, our analysis typically tells us for most people, it's not going to move the mod a lot. So for example, let's say we've got a $20,000 workers' compensation policy. And let's say they've had 5 claims. So 5 claims at $1,000 each, and we're looking at a $500 deductible. So if that $500 deductible moves the mod 1 point, on a $20,000 policy, that's going to be 1 point of $20,000. You're looking at $200 a year in savings. Well, if you've had 5 claims that you paid the first $500 on, that's going to be $2,500 that business has spent in deductibles for a $200 premium savings. In that scenario, it doesn't work out. So then you take that to another step and you say, okay, insurance carrier, what if we roll on this deductible? How much of a premium credit are we able to receive by taking care of these small claims? And maybe the carrier will negotiate a 5 or 10% credit. So $20,000 premium. Now you just negotiated a $2,000 savings if you're able to get a 10% discount. So now you're saving $2,200 a year over the course of 3 years. Now it suddenly may make sense because after 1 year, the savings are favorable to you. Another reason you might want to do this is you've got some skin in the game. If you go to the insurance company and say, I'm going to take care of the first $2,500 of every single claim, and I'm going to focus on safety, and what I want you to do is give me a premium discount for doing that, that may work out well for you. Mod Advisor produces a nice, simple, easy to understand deductible report that tells you if it makes sense from mod analysis. Once again, that's only one part of that equation. You need to look at premium savings and you need to run a claim analysis to find out if that really makes sense. If you'd like to see what that looks like for your company, feel free to reach out and we can certainly run a deductible analysis report for you. But once again, typically what we're seeing, deductibles really don't make sense on the smaller accounts. And we could get into the weeds and talk about those smaller claims are reduced by 70% for your mod anyway, so it doesn't make sense. But unless you have a frequency issue and you're having a lot of claims, I don't think deductibles really make sense. And you probably shouldn't have one. But every case is unique and deserves a little bit of research to see what works for you and your risk tolerance. Hope this information was helpful for you. Thank you for stopping by. Make it a great day.